Good morning, everyone, and welcome to AUS Mornings. I'm Rabih Morra, and today our guest will be Professor Mina Liccione of the Performing Arts Department at AUS. Professor Mina is an Italian-American and a Broadway veteran. She came to AUS last fall semester and has been teaching a dance class in the university. This dance class is the first dance class to be taught in a university in the UAE, and it's being taught here at AUS. Professor Mina has only been in the country for a couple of years, but she's been teaching private dance and improv comedy classes, as well as being the co-founder of Dubomedy Urban Arts, which is the first and only comedy and urban arts school in the MENA region. Professor Mina is also the co-founder of the Clowns Who Care project for charity. She's been voted as the First Lady of Comedy and nominated for the Emirates Woman of the Year award. She started working here last year, and her class has received immense popularity, in which she had to open several sections for it and open an advanced dance class this spring semester. We are now honored to welcome Professor Mina.
Oh my God!
Hello, Professor.
Well, it's a morning show, so, you know, I had to be awake. So how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me on.
We're really honored to have you here. It's a big pleasure because we know how popular you are around the arts department and how much your students love your classes and love being around you. We've heard a lot of good things from your students.
Oh, that's a good thing. I didn't pay them to say that. They said it on their own. I'd like to point that out, yeah.
Yeah, so being said, a lot of your students are of several different nationalities. They come from different cultural backgrounds. This is a very multicultural university. So how do you introduce different dance styles in the class and be able to make it adapt to the students?
Okay, well, it's a good question. That's a good question. I think, well, the good thing is that I'm from New York, and we're also extremely multicultural. So being around diverse people of different backgrounds is nothing new to me. And so that definitely helped. And the great thing is that dance doesn't really require a language. It's movement based. So what we try to do is we do 2 to 3 weeks of one style. We always start off with body beats and rhythm, because that's kind of a base for any other style of dance. You have to, everybody has a heartbeat, so everybody has rhythm, but some people's heartbeat might be to a beat of their own drum. So we want to get everyone on the same rhythm cohesively. So we always start off with body beats. And it's simple. It's simple enough yet hard enough so that they feel more confident.
They're more confident to learn it. Yet it's hard enough for them because it's something new. They've never experienced it before.
And it's a nice balance. And then from there we'll move into hip hop. Then we like to move into something that they're really comfortable with, usually dubka or something Arabic related. And then Bollywood we save for Bollywood and musical theater we save for the end because it requires the most energy and the choreography is a bit more difficult.
So they'll be able to perform better because now they're trained enough and they're loosened up enough.
Yes, absolutely.
And how do you find it difficult to implement these dance styles? Something like, for example, we have the Harlem Shake and Gangnam Style and all these viral videos on YouTube and other social media, and trying to incorporate this with dances that are ancient, something like Bollywood, the Indian styles, the Chinese dances, which have been around for thousands of years, and trying to incorporate both the dance styles in this one class over such a short period of time, being 4 months. Do you find it difficult for you or for the students?
Somehow no. Somehow we don't, and I think the reason why is that in class the whole group learn. I choreograph and I teach big group dances, and majority of the group dances are very current. They're very relevant, so that they're all relatable. This time we used Neo and we used Teo Cruz for hip hop. So they already know these songs. It's songs that they've listened to on the radio, they've watched the videos, so it's already relevant and they have a strong sense of what it is. So, and then when we did, for our musical theater piece, we used a song from Greece that was just on Glee. So they were more familiar with it, and it's very relevant. There's nothing old-fashioned about these dances, so that keeps their energy really up and exciting. Then we take the regional dances as for smaller groups. So they can take their own amount of time, and they get to decide if I say to them, I want you to focus on Far East Asia.
Like China or India or something
exactly.
like that.
They will get to decide what dance they want to study. And the Korean, those who, they chose Korean dance, one of the groups, and they chose more a traditional Korean dance, but then for the second half, they went into Gangnam Style. So they asked me, and they're like, how can we put these two together? And I said, make it a surprise. And they loved, you know, they were really excited about the surprise element. And you can do the same thing. Last time with the Chinese dance, they did the same thing. They started out more traditional, then they came in with like a Chinese hip hop and busted that out. So anything, something, you know, any type of art form started somewhere in the past. But in order to keep it alive, it also has to grow.
Yeah,
it needs
has to
develop.
grow and develop. And
even in Palestine right now, there's a dubka troupe who is combining dubka with contemporary dance. And because they want to keep elevating it and keeping it kind of current. And art reflects reality. So whatever's happening in your life today, not 100 years ago, it's going to affect and elevate the dance form to the next level.
True. It helps the dance styles grow, and it helps also people's perception of this specific culture, maybe. To
it makes it a bit more global, a little bit more global. And like the Azonto dance, the African dance, Azonto, that was one of the first African songs that went global. People in America were doing the Azonto dance, which was really exciting. So dance and Gangnam Style went everywhere. That was everywhere. And I think, especially as a Korean artist, you know, that
going
was
that
exciting.
global is a big deal.
It's a huge deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So being around these students and having been in the country for a few years, how long have you been here?
5 years now.
5 years.
Yeah.
Have you, when you first joined the AUS, what did you expect out of the students?
Well, I honestly wasn't quite sure. I wasn't quite, I know I've performed in Sharjah before, and I've been to Sharjah, and I live in Dubai. So I know that Sharjah is a bit more conservative. So coming here, I wasn't sure if my students would just dive right into dance, or if I would have to take it very slow until they felt more comfortable.
Yeah.
And to my surprise, they were very comfortable. They were very comfortable, and they were really, they came to my class. The first day, I remember that they were all really nervous and really excited at the same time. And we always start off with introductions and having them tell a little bit about themselves. And I always start off with icebreakers.
To get them to know themselves,
exactly.
be comfortable
Exactly,
with each
because
other.
if they're not comfortable looking silly or making a mistake in front of me or in front of each other, then we can't move forward. So within the first day of icebreakers, I knew, I was like, this is gonna be great. They really went for it. And a few of them, I think, actually, a lot of them surprised themselves. From the first class to the final performance, I got so many emails, very emotional emails, from many of my students saying, I didn't think I could do that. And they're moms. I had moms give me a hug and say, oh, Habibti, mashallah, I never thought my daughter could dance. Oh, mashallah, thank you. You know, and I was surprised. The moms
Arab
were very
mothers
excited.
get really emotional when they see their children being able to do something like this, especially in front of a public, like an audience as big as that in a public place, because we're not very accustomed to public displays of almost anything here except public speeches and things like that. And to be able to dance like this and have to bring about this energy and these emotions just by dancing is very interesting, and
it's hard.
It's surprising. It's very
difficult
surprising,
too.
especially having all these multicultural students from all these different backgrounds to work together cohesively and come out with something as wonderful as these pieces we see. So we're going to take a look now at one of the videos of the dance class in which they performed last semester, and then a short one of the one they performed this week. So we're back now, and Professor Mina is going to teach me a few dance moves. What are you going to teach me today?
All right, today we're going to keep it simple. We're going to be easy on you because, you know, it's first time. But we're going to do the hand jive.
All right, so let's get started.
All right, so first you have to have your toes facing forward, and you're going to bend your legs so you're nice and comfortable. Right. And you're going to tap your thighs so you feel good. All right, so everything's in twos. All right, so you're going to go 1, 2, clap, clap, right hand over. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, here, here. Here, here. So we'll do the pattern again. So we got 1, 2, 1, 2, right, left, dump, bump, and I want you to look. Look this way and look this way. Okay, but the rest of them you look forward. You ready?
Okay.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Twos. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Look. Look again. Boom, boom. Faster. Okay. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay, I lost you there.
Look. All right, here we go.
Let's go.
1, 2, 1, 2. Over, over.
Too many hand movements.
The hand jive. That's the hand jive.
Yeah.
Let's try it again. We'll slow it down. Slow
Okay,
it down.
one last time.
1, slow. 1, 2, 1, 2. Over the top. Over the top. Pump, pump. Look right and left. Again. Thighs and clap. Over. Put it up. Put it up. Again. Boom. 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 Ba, ba, da, da. Doom, 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 doom. And right. A little faster. Pump.
No, I lost that one. Thank you. We're really honored to have you. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.